will remove ignorance, remove greed. Now you see that we start fighting exploitation. You understand what I mean? A bill that will oblige Washington to punish African governments that abet Russian malign activities on the continent is now sailing through Congress. Do you see how the world we are in? Do you see what Mali did? Do you want to reverse it? Mali tried to win themselves from the breast of France, Europeans. You understand? By charting their own way. You know, France, they know how to do all these things. They make a here. Europeans, they are like that. This is what they did to Guinea Conakry. France, they destroyed Guinea's economy before independence, or at the eve of independence, because Secretary said it is better for us to be poor and free than to be rich and as slaves. Secretary said so. The first president of Guinea. He is the only francophone president that wants total freedom, even with Mali. Modibo Keita, I could remember, yes. Modibo Keita tried to remove themselves before France instigated military coup against him. Do you understand? In Guinea, what they couldn't get anybody to instigate coup. No person was handy. So what France did before leaving Guinea, they destroyed the warehouse, food warehouse, government warehouse, food for the people. They made sure anyone they could not cut away, fly to France, they poison it. Even bureau big in office, they remove it. The administrative buildings in Guinea that time, their toilets, their toilet pits, they fill it with concrete blocks, concrete cements. They destroy everything. People don't understand the word. You know, the people will say, oh, they are very good. These people are highly ferocious. They did the same thing to Haiti. Do you understand? When Haiti bravely fought for independence, I think in 1847, Haiti, you are saying, a group of slaves, they fought against the world superpower at that time, France, Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte sent many soldiers from France, and these brave slaves, championed by an Igbo slave in Haiti that time, in the 19th century, they fought bravely and slaughtered, killed the French soldiers, and declared independent state in Haiti. You know what France did? France said, okay, you won the military war, but the diplomacy you cannot. And France went and rallied America, Britain. You know, that time Britain has the biggest, you know, the most formidable navy as of that time. The Britain you are talking, not America at that time, Britain. They did complete blockade of Haiti. Do you understand me? Complete blockade of Haiti, so that Haiti cannot buy nor sell to outside the world. They want them to rotten. Just oh, these people, Nnamdi, in our history on Managane all the time. These people we call Maria na room. If you read, study history, what they did on Magane anytime. I'm telling you honestly. That's why, you know, we are in a world where, which the media like BBC, media power. I preached it the other day. Media can make you start bowing down for your killer. Person that killed your father, your mother. Now media can turn you becomes your highest love. Whereas that person that wants to save you, oh Chineke, media will turn you to hate that person. That is what is happening to our brains. Our people should be studying history. Not reading, studying history. To understand what took place before. Because when we understand how these Europeans tried and successfully in order to cut the umbilical cord between the blacks in America with the blacks in mainland Africa, and they succeeded in order to stop development in Africa, to cause disharmony among the black race, so that no direction, no magnitude, no direction, which we are suffering today. But we must continue. They are making all these laws. They say any country that doesn't serve their interests, all these African countries, just, you know. And I don't blame the exploiter. Why are we exploiting? I will preach it in the body of my submission today. Please, just let us continue. Another news headline. Why are indigenous politicians helping arm the Fulani to overrun Nigeria? It's another headline also. Somebody wrote it. That's it. The politicians in our land, in Biafra land, in the east, in Nigeria in general, the indigenous politicians are helping the Fulani to overrun everybody. What our Fonja did, that's it. That is what they are doing. In exchange to their political influence, power, to money, wealth, political position. Fulani know how to give it to them now. They know. We must continue. Ojo Zokalo, let me put it, he said, Ojo Zokalo, why I abandoned agitation for Igbo presidency. In as much as we are not interested in their presidency, but what we are protruding here is for you to understand the mindset, the character of our people. This so-called Igbo presidency is the main reason why they sponsor the renditioning of our leader. Ojo Zokalo is number one among them. Oh, once you want to be a president of Nigeria, once you go and bring Nnamdi Kanu, know how to bring him. We allow you. And they did it perfectly well. They used their money. Do you see how Fulani used to punish them? They used their money, they sponsored everything. You know, when we say this, some people might think that it's propaganda. This is the reality. Do you remember during the COVID-19 saga in 2020? When Igbo politicians, Igbo billionaires, so-called Igbo billionaires, were giving money to the North, sponsoring, helping the North. Our own people, no person cared for them. And there I gave up on them. I said, look, instead of us living this type of life, let everybody perish. The life of servitude, slavery. They condition them what to do. They are sharing the Northerners' money. The Fulani, not all Northerners. The Fulani, they are sharing them money. Money from this person will give a billion. This person will give 500 million. All the so-called Igbo politicians, they tax all of them. The Fulani, they know how to deal with them. Oh, one day, so they know how to deal with them. You want to get the Igbo presidency, bring Mazi Johnathan, bring that man. So that you give it. Now, after satisfying everything, nothing. And the Ojo Zokalo now says supporting, I don't know who, Lawan. Do you see? Do you know that? I'm not saying this that we are interested in their presidency. They should go to hell, because they will not get it. Even if any of them get, that is not, we make him declare Biafra. That is the Fulani, they know this now. All these things they are doing, let them give Igbo president to any Igbo man. We force him to declare Biafra. Direct. By crook or by hook. Anyhow. That is the reality. They know this. So this audios of Kanu now. Do you know that now we say he's supporting, is it not east? Okay. Do you know that if, for example, imagine that it's another Igbo man that was zoned to be a candidate or to be a party candidate. All Jews of Kanu we never agree in this war. Instead of fight, if it's not for him, instead they scatter everything. That is the type of people, Neanderthals, Equatorial Neanderthals, that we are dealing with in this world. Now he go down so that he will support another person from the north, and this is why they committed blunder, rendition our leader. Do you understand? That is why I'm making this comment. It's not that we are interested in anyway. The Fulani, they know any person they give off Igbo extraction. It doesn't matter whether it's Amechi, whether it's a Igbo man. We know the button to press, and we must declare Biafra. So the Fulani, they know. They know. That's it. Another headline: Kumuyi rightly cancels Aba Global Crusade. We don't need any crusade. You understand? We don't need any Christian evangelical crusade in our land. Where this thing is needed is in Bauchi, in Sokoto, in Borno, in Castina, where they are killing Christians. Go there and preach to them to repent. Not in our land. Do you see that any people that are exploitable, that allow themselves to be exploited always, no person will leave you. Do you understand? That is what I see in this life. Do you understand? No person leaves you. That weak person, that weaker vessel, everybody, it will become public property. Pastors will come and exploit you. They will exploit you using religion, political exploitation, physical exploitation. Because you become weak. Why is it that every time all their crusades, everything is in Biafra land? Why? Where they can come and because they know that gullibles food here, where money is, where they can easily turn one person against his brother. Oh, your problem is your brother. Your brother is having your destiny, holding your destiny, and that person will foolishly accept it and start fighting against his brother, and he will pay tithe and offering. These are very cheap, gullible people. Every people wants to go there to exploit. Don't you see that? That is the reality. The solution is removing ourselves from exploitation. We remove ignorance and greed. That's it. So Kumuyi made a right decision, because when he goes there, the agents, the Fulani, the Caliphate agents, we go there and kill people, and after they immediately BBC will write, IPOB is now, ESN is killing Christians. So that is what IPOB leadership saw. They saw it from afar. They have to advise Kumuyi, we don't need your crusade now. None of all these crusades are needed. We are 100% Judeo-Christians. With our local religion is the same thing. Judeo-Christian. If you call it in Omenala, it's our local religion. So why do you come to preach to us? Why do you waste your time and money to come? Oh, you love us too much, right? You love us. You love your chicken, Christmas chicken. You buy your tolo, feeding it very well. Any person that near, oh no, don't near there. I love that my tolo. The love you have is the flesh. So that on the Christmas day you cut off his neck. Oh, the person you love. or the thing you love, the animal you love. We don't need that love. Oriswiliki call it Babylon love. We don't need no Babylon love. Do you understand? That is the love they love us. They come to I don't know whether they convert us, whether make us to go, they want us to go to heaven, right? Anyway, I don't blame them. When you become foolish, others will use we have been foolish enough, but we are no more. Here we make all this, we bear this, all these plans, so that you get sense. You understand? Now, Governor Omahi, he said IPOB not good for us. They lie to our people. You know, what is good for us is the politicians that he himself said they are not elected to do the wish of the people. Somebody that says so, publicly on national television, he is not elected to do the wish of the people. He is telling those that supposedly elected him that what I do is use your head, just climb and go and do waka to all of you. If you talk, I slaughter. Do you know how many people, thousands of people, this day Vomahi killed? Thousands of our people. He instigates communal crisis. Any slightest thing, he will go and put to fire, so that is how will be attacking this. Is this one will be attacking this, in order to exonerate the Fulani that they are not the people. This is what this man is. This man is not supposed to be alive. I'm telling you. This particular man, Dave Omahi, is supposed to belong to him, to past. That the IPOB is not good for us. Well, what is good for us is Fulani domination. Is it only IPOB that is talking about Fulani domination? Their conquests? I played the clip of an Hausa man. Why don't they see it? Hausa man is crying against the same Fulani, but their voice is not heard. You understand? But we make our voice heard through Radio Biafra and social media. That is why they don't want it, because they want to stifle our voices. Number one, the first is BBC, but we said no to it, please. Therefore, these are the headlines I want to share. I will go to the topic of my submission today, which is getting out of exploitation. But before that, I will I will be right back, please. Let me do something. I will be right back in a jiffy, please.
But something happened in the school. So maybe the person that...
Sir, let's get this right. Something happened in the school.
I told you there's nothing happened in that school.
No, can we get this right?
There's nothing happened in that school. I was there. Okay. I was there. Myself.
Hang on a minute.
I'm not tall. I was there physically.
Hang on a minute. Yes. So we saw pictures of pupils that were blooded from the school. That means something happened. But the welder shop that you said the...
No, definitely.
Hang on a minute. Let me speak, sir. Please. I beg you, sir. We just want to get to the end of this.
Okay.
The welder's place that you said the gas explosion happened, nothing happened to the welders. But the students, there were pictures of students that were blooded. So how did that come about? The epicenter of the explosion, which is the welder's place, nothing happened to the welder. But the students in the school opposite were blooded. How come that happened?
As I'm talking to you, I cannot say a single person that was blooded in that school. And I was in the front of that school, opposite to the scene of the incident. So I cannot say I know whether the explosion hit the welder or not. That's the work of God. So that's the work of God. You see, you can see you can have a motor accident, and but the whole people may die. One can escape. I can escape without any single wound. So that is not an excuse. God can do miracle. God can save that man.
Well, Dr. Julian, just
welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa-Service, coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. Today is the 23rd day of May 2022. Do not forget that we are in a media confrontation, media warfare with BBC. Therefore, do not shy away. Call them, tweet them, write them, send them mails. I have done my own and I will continue doing it. If you call today, I will ask you, have you done your own? Because we don't want only talking or talking or do. That is what we are. The person you heard his voice, I played his voice, is the deputy governor of Kanu State, denying that nothing happened in Kanu. Why won't he deny when the chickens of the east, politicians, chickens, none of them come up openly to talk, to condemn what happened? That's why I say we are orphans. No person talks for us, and we shouldn't continue like that. That is why our leader came up, and nature abhors vacuum. There is no way we can continue staying like that. After all, the old Israelis, Ndibo, during their time, they didn't have nobody to talk for them, and God raised Moses, because they know all of them, they were crying every day. Now take crazy for centuries until God brought somebody. Because without bringing any person, without a common goal, without a focal point, without somebody to direct the whole channel, the whole cries, all individual shoutings and cries amounts to nothing. Do you understand? As I said, the topic of my submission says getting out of exploitation. But before I do that, please stop calling these people the House of Fulani. As you know, the history of the presence of the Fulani in Hausa Kingdom or Hausa land started with the presence of Ottoman Danfodio, whose parents were hosts or guests of the houses. They were paying rent. You understand? The parents were tenants in Hausa land, and he was born in Hausa land. Now he grew up to be an Islamic teacher, Quran reader, and he used that to manipulate the Hausas into conquering themselves for the Fulani Caliphate. The Hausas first opened the gate of evil. Their doors to the Fulani. That is causing what we are suffering today in our land. That is why the Hausa should rise up, or it doesn't matter. You align yourself with the Fulani, you are gone and gone forever until you rise up and do something. Biafra land will vomit them. They will never get our land. It doesn't matter what happened. So stop calling them House of Fulani. There's nothing like House of Fulani. What we have are the Hausa and the Fulani as different people. You understand? Also, stop calling Biafra land, calling it Southeast. Stop shrinking. Allow the shrinking, please. There is something you should know. Do not answer whatever your enemies call you. Stop calling Biafra. You say it's the Southeast. Please, it's an insult. What about our people in Kogi? Not those that migrated there. No, their indigenous land. Our people, our land was carved into Kogi. Same thing to Benue. What about them? Biafra land is the east. Either you call it east or Biafra land or Biafra. Please stop allowing them southwest or southeast. No, you are mistaken. You are involuntarily succumbing to slavery, what the Fulani Caliphate wants you to be. Please stop calling Biafra Southeast. We are the East, not former East or old Eastern region. No, they are nothing made us old Eastern region. Have you ever had the Caliphate calling themselves old Northern region? Did you ever hear them all during anything? They were saying, no, we are Northwest or Northeast or North Central. No, they always take the whole center stage in a bunch. We are the North. Why can't we learn from our detractors, please? By calling yourself Southeast, you are directly succumbing yourself to what they want you to be. Stop calling Biafra Southeast. We are East, not old East. No, East. That is what we are, because nothing old about East. It never changes. We must continue. As I said, the topic of my submission, it says getting out of exploitation. Note that we are living in a world where exploitation is allowed, provided you could get away with it. You know, I used to shout this all the time. We are in a world, living in a planet where exploitation is the order of the day. Remember, even in the old book, Jacob exploited Esau. And even the records say God loved him even more because he used his brain. Do you understand? Therefore, lamenting, Esau's lamentation didn't change the situation, because he was exploited because of his greed, because of his foolishness. So he didn't change God's blessing or change God's motive for it. He said, no, you are stupid. Therefore, if you are exploited, because it is either because of your stupidity, ignorance, or greed, God will be on the side of the exploiter. Do you understand? I don't know what I'm saying. Some people it might not be palatable, but that is the reality. Do you understand me? You know, imagine, every time I used to ask this, why is it that it is the Europeans that came to Africa to exploit us? Why didn't we venture? Our old ancestors venture to travel, go and exploit Europe, colonize them. Because this world is a first come, first serve. That's it. We read the history of we study the history of Roman Empire, Alexander the Great that conquered the world, this and that. All the empire is exploitation. You understand? They exploited. We don't history didn't pity them or bring them, say, oh, paint them. No. All we hear, Alexander the Great. What made him to be a great in history? What made him to be great? Because he exploited others. He conquered and subjugated others. That is why history recommended him as the great. Do you understand? Do you understand me? All those people he killed, those nations he invaded and turned them into, no person recognizes them. No matter that time, the time of exploitation, those people were shouting and crying, oh, help us, oh God. The bulldozer bulldoze all of them. So the world, the history always remembers the exploiter. If the Fulani, they are on this rampage of part of colonization, conquest, if it goes unchecked, later, if our generations under conquest will be crying, other people will ask them, but why didn't your ancestors fight? Why did they just stay like a chicken and you people become conquered? Do you see how the world is? Do you see it? The world didn't even know. It didn't give no pity for the weak. You must be strong. Make yourself strong. The Europeans, they they removed ignorance from their brains. That is what made them to become conquerors. They ventured out. They used their brain. The Europeans, first of all, the European kings, they sent out their their criminals. Instead of jailing them or leaving them in Europe to be causing wahala, they made a plan for them. Say, you can go and explore other parts of the world. Let me tell you, these people you are hearing their names, Henry the Navigator with the crews he has, most of them hardened the criminals that time that were causing problems in Europe, in their various countries or nations that time. But European politicians, they now get sense and say, okay, let us use these people to extend our tentacles abroad. If they die abroad, it's of no use. Do you understand? We don't need. They say we don't lose anything if they die. Now, if they go and see riches word, we pass on it. It's to our advantage. So it's win-win game. The same thing China is doing today, using their prisoners, sending them abroad to work. But you go to Nigerian prisons, you see able-bodied men and women being starved to death. What are you going to call it? Why don't they have this type of brain others have? Chinese prisoners are in Nigeria being given billions of naira contracts to work, and you respect them. They come into Nigeria now. Nigerian police and military will be protecting the prisoners in China, and you are telling me that we need to pity people that are so stupid like this? Come on. We are in a world of exploitation. If you are stupid, others exploit you. That is the reality. Here we expose the stupidity so that we get ourselves out of this ignoramus cycle of stupidity that is making us prone to exploitation. That is what we preach here, without mincing words. Yeah, let me tell you. Do you know the first nuclear bomb that contributed in stopping the Japanese and ending the Second World War? Do you know where the uranium came from? The uranium came from Katanga in Congo. Maybe that time they didn't even pay for it, because the Congolese, they don't know, the people, the indigenous population there, they didn't know what is uranium. They were sleeping with it. They were, if they see it, they use it to, throw as stones. You understand? But people with wisdom came and got it. Maybe even the politicians that time will tell them, what are you doing with this thing? Take. America maybe we give the recompense we give to the politician that time, maybe to allow him a privilege to enter flight aeroplane. And America went thousands of kilometers into Congo, into a place called Katanga that has uranium till today. They dig out that uranium, they took it. Have you asked the price they pay? Whether America pay anything? I don't think that maybe they brought bags of rice and give to the community, and they will even tell them that, look, what we are giving you eggs. Do you see how we are good? And they took the uranium. They don't know the use of that uranium because of ignorance. Do you understand? And they use it to build the fat man, the bomb that they threw in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Do you understand me? Now, are you going to blame America for being wise? Or are you going to blame the indigenous people for not being up to date? For being stupid? For not knowing what's up? This planet is for everybody. Do you understand? This planet Earth, we are all human beings. You see, Europeans use their criminals as a forward moving tentacle, whereas in Africa Our ancestors use our own criminals to sell them as slaves to get money. Do you see the danger of asking for money? Quest for wealth, it becomes your lifelong. You go for wisdom first. That is one thing I see that black man lack of wisdom. When they say they put wisdom and put wealth, black man go there and take wealth now because he wants something to eat and fill his belly. He never understand that you pick wisdom, now you get the wealth is for you. This world is a world of exploitation. I've been saying this. It's a world where if you are stupid, others exploit you. You only cry. You only cry. Why do you call Roman Empire? Oh, great Roman. Do you know millions of people they killed? Millions of indigenous population that were staying peacefully in their land, and Romans went there and conquered them, slaughtered them because they want to take their land, and they took it. Today you are studying them. They are Holy Roman Empire. Do you understand that? All those people that were slaughtered, you don't know about them. They conquered the world. It's a world you have to be updated. If you are updated now, you can exploit as long as you can get away with it. That is the condition. As long as you can get away with it. That is what the Fulani are doing. But in Biafra land, they can never get away with it. Because if they get away with it, history will not forgive us. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me define exploitation. It is the action or facts of treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work. This time around, I'm talking about exploitation by nations or countries. Do you understand? Right from the onset, something has to die for another thing to live or survive. Are you understanding me? We are in a world of exploitation. Only crying, complaining can never solve the problem. Actions will. Wisdom will. Do you understand? If today you build something even greater than hydrogen bomb, America will now come and start negotiating with you. Don't you know that? Don't you know that? Do you understand? Do you know that sometimes these people they gather rare materials, rare elements from the outer space, and they bring it in this planet in order to be using it for different things. Can you build anything like that will go out of the planet? All that matters for an average black man or black politician is do what? Live a lavish life, command, and the people will obey. If you don't obey, he will kill you. His own people. And this situation, this mentality, this psyche was remarked right from the onset by the Europeans. And they use it to exploit us. As I said, right from the onset, something has to die for another thing to live or survive. Today you are calling this God of Jacob. Do you call God of Esau? But Jacob exploited Esau. Don't you tell that? You just start pondering on things, or we're just talking, without or not flushing from your mouth without reasoning. Jacob exploited his brother Esau. As a brother, Esau was hungry. As a brother, he could have given him food and said, "Take, no problem, you are my brother." But he said, "No, let me use this opportunity." Because he saw that this is his brother who annoy him. So he can do anything just to eat, for food. You understand? And he said, no, give me your birthright. He said, what is birthright? If I die, what? I beg, I need to porridge, give me. Is it not the same thing many of our people are still doing today? Is it not the same thing? That's why I say, please choose wisdom instead of this mad rush to wealth. With wisdom, you have everything. With wisdom, you become inexploitable. No people can exploit you. The Europeans, they went for wisdom and they got everything, and they started exploiting others. And I don't blame them, because they worked hard for their wisdom. To remove ignorance is not easy from a people. It's not easy. Or easy. It's not easy. Gawa. Look at our leader have been preaching to remove ignorance. How many of our people are still in ignorance? Many are still dangling in ignorance. You understand? Do you think it's easy? It's not easy. They exploited. Somehow, countries' emancipation and development could mean others' exploitation. That is the truth. Why they want to turn Africa? They are exploiting Africa because Africa is exploitable. They use their so-called democracy. Let me tell you, I've been saying this here. Our leader, thanks to him, that I have this voice to impact in people listening. Do you see this, their so-called democracy? Oh God Almighty. Africa in 1,000 years can never develop in this so-called electioneering, rigging of election they call democracy in Africa. Do you understand? Do you know this is a way, direct way the Europeans are using in putting their own foot soldiers into offices in Africa? Africa will never go anywhere with this so-called electioneering they call democracy. Before Europe started practicing democracy, let me tell you, they removed ignorance. They infused discipline through dictatorship. Do you understand that? Now ask yourself, why is it that everybody is now calling, Thomas Sankara become singing hymn of music, history, his statue, everything. Thomas Sankara of yesterday, 1983 to 1987. Did he got his achievement through the so-called electioneering? This electioneering is what the Europeans use in putting katakata in Africa. Come what's like that. There is no way you can tell maybe a baby that cannot rise up. A baby of maybe 6 months that never know how to rise up. No, talk less of taking a step, walking. Now you want to go and get him driving license to drive. Are you crazy? This is exactly what the Europeans are doing to Africa. Don't worry. Is it not? There is no way development can come through, because they sentence African politicians into perpetual, cycle of making efforts to win elections without practically going to development. They love their parties more than their countries. I don't know whether people understand what I'm saying. I've looked around. I say, when you look around where people are doing well, look at Gaddafi. Is Gaddafi a electioneering? Is he the European democrat? They castigated him. He's a dictator, but he's a good dictator. Oh, Chineke, I don't know if people understand. Do you see? As a politician, which they will use you, they will promise you, the European intelligence, the Western intelligence, they will come to you. Do you want to win election? We will promote you, but look at, you have to serve our interest. That's finish. But a dictator, A good dictator doesn't serve, he doesn't care about them. He cares about what is good for the people. Do you see the difference? Just like Napoleon Bonaparte. In France history, Napoleon Bonaparte is not, if I think is number one nationalist. If you talk about France development, France advancement, you talk about Napoleon Bonaparte. But is Napoleon Bonaparte a politician? No, he's not. He's a product of French Revolution, a military man, very brutal dictator. Do you understand? But they will not tell you all this. They'll tell you, oh, in this, oh yeah, people that are not. How can you ignore people that are not up to date? People that doesn't even understand what democracy is. People that are not up to a level of understanding. Now you tell them, okay, do as you want under democracy. That is why in Nigeria, look at the elections. They virtually carry election materials during the election day to the mosques and start on printing and put all democracy, isn't it? No politician will ever go beyond what his masters, Western masters, tell him to do. They will never go up beyond that. Do you understand me? They will never go. Otherwise, they will make him lose the election. That is their nightmare. Because before you put out your policy, you must win election first. After 4 years, even if the person is doing very well, they will use BBC, use their media in order to bring you down, as they did to Jonathan. What are you going to do? Because they'll say it's a democracy and bring a monster that serves them. Do you see the way they are exploiting? Do you see it? Africa needs to be original. Our own natural democracy. Thomas Sankara did wonders under 4 years in Burkina Faso. It's not under this the electioneering process. A young, vibrant man of is it 20-something or early 30s. But he did wonders. A military officer. He loved his country very, very well. He encouraged and instigated the people to build 700 kilometers of railway line without any foreign help. He rejected foreign help. That is it. Today, they put us in a circle of deception. Cycle of deception. Oh, we are. Let me. You know what they did in Cuba? America supported one man they call Batista. Fulgencio Batista. That's his full name. He was a darling of America, but the very corrupt, lavishing his people. He was a Democrat. And they promote here now. They are democracy. They are democracy. And the people are suffering. Until when are we going to remove ourselves from this cycle of exploitation? It is a question I used to ask. Until when? Cycle on cycle of exploitation. They turn people into loving their political parties than their countries. Do you understand? America, you see, fought for democracy, declared independence, and fought for democracy. Because there is an experimental country. America, you are seeing, they experimented on the tenets of enlightenment, which they learned from in Europe, because they are Europeans. Do you understand? They said, no, we are not going to go through this the old monarchy system of the motherland Europe. We are tired. We have people. Some people are, are more higher than others. Some people are, they are lawless. People are given more rights than others. The peasant, whereas the peasants are working. Now, the Enlightenment made them to understand that all men are equal. If you give people equal opportunities, I say level and equal opportunities, you will see that even those that you call the kings and queens, their children will go last. Those that you call the children of peasants, just give them equal opportunities. You will see that people, they will do very, very well, more better than the prince and princesses. So America started in that. That is how American country was founded. France supported them in the fight when they were fighting United Kingdom. They were supported by France. You know, France know how to, they know how to, you know, invest. I love them for that. Sometimes, anyway, because they don't normally put their eggs in one basket. During the Biafra war, they support Nigeria, they support Biafra. The two sides, they are supported. Look at what they are doing in Ukraine. They come this side, they say, no, Russia is, no, we stand on our own. No. We are not standing with Europe, this and that. This is our France. So anything we do, we are doing it our own. And when you watch their news, sometimes they even lend the voice to Russia. You understand? When you watch France news, sometimes they lend the voice to Russia for them to speak, so that people will also hear their part of this. I used to watch it sometimes. But England, that's a great demon. England, they will be killing you. They know that they are exploiting you, killing you. They will tell you you can't do nothing about it. Yeah, we kick back. But they will fail. They will fall, honestly. So as I was saying, exploitation, getting out of exploitation, that is the topic of my submission. I will be very fast now, please. I will be very fast. As I said, America got their first bomb, uranium bomb. The uranium they get in Katanga. Those the Congolese at that time knew what uranium is all about. How much did the US pay for uranium that helped to stop in the Japanese during the Second World War? How much? Maybe nothing. Or they give them bags of rice, or maybe some snap to the politicians, and they tell you take as many as you can. Because of ignorance. Ignorance and personal greed enhances exploitation. Therefore, the exploited shoulders the responsibility of being exploited, because they don't have to be ignorant or greedy in the first place. Always strive to remove ignorance and greed. Do you understand me? Always strive to remove ignorance and greed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. There is this just little write-up. I want to read it. News always, every day in the world, how the rich countries are helping the poor countries in aid, this and that, but people don't understand what it means. The reverse is the case normally. Do you understand me? You know, I say that, you see, media will can turn you into loving the killer of your parents. You see the media. You see the media. That is why you don't need to, what our enemies are saying all the time, we continue to thwarten it, so that it doesn't permeate into the membranes of our people. Like this calling Biafra Southeast. I see that even little by little our people are buying it. Please, Biafra is not only Southeast. Call it East. Do you understand? Aid in reverse, how poor countries develop rich countries. But they will not tell you this. Okay. The story holds that rich nations give generously of their wealth to the poor nations of the global south to help them eradicate poverty and push them up the development ladder. Do you understand? This is what we always hear all the time. And I keep on wondering, if these people, they love us like this, why they don't sell us bring to us their technologies? Why they hide it? Why is it that if you now study as an African, you go to a Western country and study, and become number one, enter into you, they will take you, they will give you money, be paying you money, and you'll be working for them. They will never relinquish you for you to come back to your land freely. Why? These are the people that love us. On the bike, I beg. Let us think. Let us always think. Because it is this stupidity and ignorance that we are trying to remove. It is the hardest job on earth. Removing stupidity and ignorance from the brains of people. You know, whenever we talk, like last Saturday, we couldn't hold the religious discussions we used to do before, but it will be next Saturday by the grace of Chukwu Kabia because of the fundraising. Every time we talk, we point to religion. Do you know why? Some people are, maybe because they are eating through religion. You are pastors and this and that. They always, sometimes they can be annoyed about it. No, it's not meant for. I don't mean to make you annoyed. But what we say here is the reality. Religion is one of the things they use in tightening. They lock the brains of black people through religion. You understand? When it baffles me. Somebody will be preaching in a mosque or in a church, telling people in Nigeria that, look, trust God, though. Only pray so that God will give you a good leader. I say, what? What is it not? This is genocide the people are committing. They don't know. You know, they are fighting so that, you know, they make the people in Nigeria to live, you know, politicians with impunity, because they don't see them as the cause of their problem, because of what they hear in mosques and churches. That is why we go to the core. We go to that core, that place, the churches and this religion, where they tie our people to, you know, try to loosen it. That the problem we are having, it is man-made. It is not something spiritual. That when they tell you, don't mind politicians, so nothing for you, just call God for your own miracle and redemption. What is the? Can any person tell me what is this? Not, you know, this is more than murder. It's a genocide. Any person preaching this, I call it genocide, because you are trying to steer the mindset of our people from the reality, making them to pursue shadow, so that we become exploitable. Do you understand? That is it. So when they tell you that, oh, the West are helping or aid this and that to the poor developing countries, in Accra, they will show, BBC will show photo of one white man helping a black baby that is that has maybe kwashoko, or that is sick, because that is what you see on the video, on the mainstream media always. I want to be seeing the photo of maybe a black person helping a white baby. The photo will be, you know, why don't people doing documentary do all this? I know they're European, you know, they are wise. They will not allow you. They will not allow that photo to circulate, because you want to reverse what they are doing. That is wisdom. These people, they are wise. You know, wisdom is in all circle. In religion, they label you demon. Now they draw Satan. When they draw it black. They color black. But when they draw angel, oh, white. Oh. And that thing has been in our brain, so that any white person you see, now you worship him. He's a good person, but you didn't know what they did. It's wisdom. We need to be wise. Okay, Yes, during colonialism, Western powers may have enriched themselves by extracting resources and slave labor from their colonies, but that's all in the past. These days, they give more than 125 billion in aid each year, solid evidence of their benevolent goodwill. Remember the figure, 125 billion each year. You understand? Okay. But the US-based Global Financial Integrity, GFI, and the Center for Applied Research at the Norwegian School of Economics recently published some fascinating data. They tallied up all of the financial resources that get transferred between rich countries and poor countries each year. Not just aid, foreign investment and trade flows, as previous studies have done, but also non-financial transactions such as debt cancellation, unrequited transfers like workers' remittance, and unrecorded capital flight. You know, record you know, any person, any fraud, they say, Yahoo boy, take him to flight, take him back to America to answer. But what they are doing in our land, unrecorded capital flight, it is much more than we can think about. Okay, what they discovered is that the flow of money from rich countries to poor countries pales, that is smaller, it's insignificant in comparison to the flow that runs in the other direction. Do you understand? In 2012, the last year of recorded data, developing countries received a total of $1.3 trillion. Listen, including all aid, investment, and income from abroad. But the same year, some $3.3 trillion flowed out of them to the developed countries. In other words, developing countries sent $2 trillion more to the rest of the world than they received. But they will use the BBC to tell you that, oh, we are helping you. Why are you help? Why can't I give you? Why can't I help you also? Do you see? Have you seen a beggar that is rich? It's always miserable. Always miserable. Even if he has more money, he will be hiding. He will not even want to, because he wants to dress miserably so that people will know that he is really miserable. That is what they have put us to be. But the coming of Biafra will change the status quo. It is not that we are going to the world order. No. We will do it and show that we also can bring something to the table. We have brain, we have heads like others. Every time Africa is a source of raw material, cheap labor, raw material, cheap labor. When you talk about cheap labor, people don't understand. With your master's degree in Nigeria, you travel to London, you become onye na agwọcha agadi nwanyị ihe na-emecha ihe ike, na-agwọcha ihe ike. What is it? It's cheap labor. You become a street sweeper. It's cheap labor. When we talk about cheap labor, people think about a slave. No, direct slavery. It is still happening. You even thank God that you get even a job. Whereas your qualification, you are higher, you are qualified as an engineer. But when you travel to the West, oh, they look at you and say, oh boy, if they go to restaurant and work, you thank God. You get the testimony that even I find job, thank God now, they are paying me per hour. In the bone knows here like this, hey, I got I can work every hour, so that you not have a training and every hour. In not a send direct as a ATM. This is what they put us to be. The only solution is for us to join hands together, remove this stupidity, ignorance from our people. When you read this book, How Europe Underdeveloped Africa by Walter Rodney, you will understand many things. Walter Rodney is from Guyana. Yes, but we should take responsibility of our stupidity. That is the thing. Because now I see that even in our land they take stupidity as a menala. Let me tell you, if not for this radio, if not for our leader, I'm telling you honestly, we will even be kissing. We would have been kissing the Fulani headsmen. Would have been kissing them welcome, even because they were the Nigerian politicians of Igbo extraction, and the Nigerian media will be promoting them. As they are conquering us, we will be kissing them welcome, giving them our homes to stay. Look at what is happening in Lopa. Through no road, they are kidnapping our people. Have you seen? It's the gift of Ojo Carlo. The gift of, he boasted that he is the person that brought the first Ruga in our land. You see what is happening. It become a no-go zone because of the Fulani, the actions of the Fulani. Anywhere you keep them, they use there as a launching pad in order to capture. What interests them is capturing the land. That is it. Are you? What about the person that brought them? That is getting out of exploitation. We should get out of stupidity, because when you are stupid, when you are ignorant, others will exploit you. That is the reality. They don't have two heads. You don't need to, it's just like they say, when Mugu fall, Kaiman whack. That's it. What makes you, why should you be a Mugu in the first place? That is the big question. So let us remove ourselves from stupidity, from ignorance. That is what, and greed. That is what this radio is preaching all day long, 247. We should remove ourselves from this ignorance and greed. That is the most, you can get money, you can just hit money anyhow. A foolish person can be going on the road and pick maybe a bag of money or one a rich man, but he's a stupid person. It's ignorant. So it's not the standard. Before, our people took wisdom as a standard. No more now. No more. It's very sad. And we thought that it is a development. No. We are going down the drain. If not for this radio, I'm telling you honestly, as I said, we would have been kissing the Fulani that are killing us. Coming to, they will tell them that these people are God sent, and we will kiss them, take them to our houses, because our politicians are ready to launder their image, to turn them into angels for us to embrace them. But do you see, this radio, we are telling you, we are making sure to expose realities, so that to remove ourselves from ignorance. That is what the highest thing. Do you understand? The criminals we call politicians in our land today are aiding and abetting the Fulani exploitation of our land. Therefore, getting out of this British back Fulani exploitation and conquest should be a collective effort. We should continue fighting, not only with guns, but with a collective common focus, without prevarication. You understand? Without changing. We stand where we stand always, because you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Think deep about it. Free from what? Free from exploitation. Free from, once you are free from stupidity, once you are free from ignorance, I'm telling you, you are wealthy. You are more wealthy than anybody. Do you understand? So the restoration of Biafra will be a starting point, or the foundation that will lead us out of this total exploitation we are suffering today. That is what we are doing. It is the hardest thing is to is not to make money. Money is not the hardest thing. No, the hardest thing is to free somebody, free people from ignorance. Do you understand me? Because ignorance leads to people being exploited. You know, the other day I was watching one documentary. I think I said it the other time. The documentary was about I think either in Ethiopia or in Kenya, Maasai and the Oromo tribe, all this old ancient tribe that they stayed in their villages, still using those people that used to cut their mouth and put one round something. Now there's, you know, tourists, European tourists, white tourists are coming from all over the world, coming to watch them. And do you see, the one thing is before entering that community, they have these people, they are almost half naked. You understand? But they are carrying AK-47. What are they enforcing? If you want to, is one was fighting that you want to fight the person video, you say, have you paid your money? He's speaking it in their language. The television was translating it. Have you paid your money? Why will you videos? Pay money before you videos. They were all carrying AK-47. Very primitive. And the white people were laughing, giving them words of dollar. When they change it in their currency, it become big money. And they are happy. Or you come and watch us, they will be behaving like animals. In front of the tourists. If you now tell these people, say, look, this thing you are doing, you are disgracing even yourself and Africans. They will tell you, we are making money. We are making money because they are looking for their food, what they will feed, and the Europeans are exploiting it. Anything they do, if they want to experiment on drugs, they will come to Africa because these are people without dignity. Do you know how many children that we are suffering from polio, from sicknesses in the northern part of that zoo called Nigeria? Because politicians allowed the Europeans to use children some years back as experimental guinea pigs. That is what they want. They will come and say, oh, there's one outbreak of disease in Africa. You don't know that, oh, they are coming to it. They are that is experimental diseases. I mean diseases. They come and spread it to see how it will be. Why? Because people are ignorant. Because people are ignorant. If you are $100, you will change your 55,000 naira. Hey, you don't know that you are killing, you are ignorant. It is high time we stop looking for only to feed our stomach. Let us look for something that is more than feeding our stomach. That is what we are doing here. Do you understand me? That is wisdom. Do you think that people that are contributing, you see the other day, last Saturday, people are contributing, we are contributing money. You know, they understand because our people, these people understand the importance of liberating ourselves from ignorance. Is the hardest thing. You know, you can change people's clothes, you can change people's car, but to change people's ideology, remove ignorance is the hardest thing. Is the hardest thing. This is why every Saturday I used to talk on religious matters, because I have seen that this is a place that ties our people. If you want to love it or hate it, that is the reality, that is the truth. I preach a child here, they will go to their daddy Jew will curse everything we say here, telling them God to say, and you ask, where were you? Are you with God when God to say? Let us remove ourselves from stupidity, because stupidity, ignorance leads to exploitation. This is where I'm going to stop. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go on few minutes break, so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that our people will start calling in. Please don't go away. Don't go away.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm Philip Emeagwali. My scientific story is more fragmented than the story of the theoretical physicist Albert Einstein. It was the story of my journey from the frontier of extreme scale computational physics. That journey to discover how to solve the toughest problems in mathematical physics was interrupted during the last 30 months of the 1960s. That journey was interrupted when I fled from my all-boys Catholic boarding school named St. George's Grammar School, Obinomba, Nigeria. I fled from St. George's Grammar School in late April 1967, and I fled because the Nigerian Civil War was in the air. I fled to become a 12-year-old refugee in the breakaway and short-lived nation of Biafra. 2 months after I fled from Obinomba, Nigeria, to Abo, Nigeria, to Onitsha, Biafra, and on the 6th of July of 1967, that Nigeria-Biafra war began. On the 4th of October of 1967, my ancestral hometown of Onitsha, Biafra, was heavily bombarded for 24 hours and bombarded from Asaba, Nigeria, and bombarded from across the river Niger. The following day, that artillery bombardment of Onitsha, Biafra by the Nigerian army was followed by the invasion of my hometown. That night, Onitsha was invaded by a 10-boat armada that carried 5,000 Nigerian soldiers. Those Nigerian soldiers were led by Moitola Mohammed, who would later become the president of Nigeria. 1 in 15 Biafrans died when that Nigerian Civil War ended. That Nigerian Civil War was a nightmare and a bloodbath. The Nigerian Civil War ended after 30 months of non-stop fighting, and on January 15, 1970, 1 million soldiers died at the war fronts of the Nigerian Civil War.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa-Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan, and today is the 23rd day, 23 of May 2022. Our lines are now open. Our WhatsApp, our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, WhatsApp Signal line +61 405 142 547. You can call us now and give us your view about the issue discussed, getting out of exploitation, because we need to hit ourselves out of this exploitation. Our leaders started it and it must continue. We should never, hide from saying the reality or saying the truth. I have a caller, first caller on WhatsApp. I have a first caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program. Let me ask you, have you called the BBC or have you tweeted them, please? We don't lie here.
In the issue I have not called.
Why? We are in a media confrontation, media warfare with BBC. In as much as I know that I am grateful that you don't lie, because we Biafrans in this is a hallowed platform, we don't lie. But make sure to call them or to write them, tweet them, please. Everybody should be engaged. Do you understand me?
You know, we here in our times when we do our things in order to not to fall into the hands of the enemy.
Okay, you are calling from the zoo. Okay. It's on. Okay. Go on.
Now, Jonathan, there is one comment I want to say concerning this religion issue and a way to conquer a nation or a people. In the case of this Pastor Kanu, that though he has tried to be advised and counsel his way to the Biafran land, there is one way you treat an issue whereby the way is supposed to need somebody to achieve their aim. What probably Nigeria government want to achieve one particular aim by making use of this man, either knowingly or unknowingly, in order for them to cause mayhem, so that there will be an enmity between our Yoruba brothers. Probably when they cause mayhem in that crusade ground, they will not say, you see, Igbos are not killing the Yorubas in the name of Ipob, trying to create that enmity. But I know that the Ipob, they saw it beforehand. Thank God for that. So what I'm saying, Mazi Johnathan, that you people should keep it on. We in our own side here in the zoo, we are also doing our own as well in order for us to restore Biafra. So
but if you're on Twitter, I don't know. If you're on Twitter, you have to tweet. It doesn't matter where you are. You should tweet.
Yes, I was on Twitter, but since they banned Twitter in Nigeria, so my Twitter app cannot work again, so I have to delete it, but I have to reinstall it again.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. There we go.
Thank you.
I have a caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Mazi, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Johnathan. I can hear you. Good evening,
Mazi Akas. Welcome to the program. I hope you have called.
Mazi, we're on Twitter. We are bombarding them on Twitter. I have not called, but I'm tweeting very badly.
Very good. Still the same.
Yeah, we have to do the needful. It's a command, and
as you're in diaspora, sometimes it's better to inundate them also with calls. You understand? So that they will be called. They are so itchy because I know that they have been hearing the same. The way they answer me, it seems like quite the same people. Just what I read from the call. Quite the same people. That is why the man they connected me to, he started when I started talking, he said, okay, please, can you send this in by mail, this and that? I said, why can't you listen to me? He said, okay, I'm listening, but we cannot have the whole time to. I said, okay, what is the link? Well, he understand the message, so we should continue bombarding them. Go on, man.
Yes, Mazi, most of the comrades here, these people, in the ownership the call that is floating, even they will pick and put you on hold. People will be waiting. I don't know if they are afraid to talk to her. But we must continue. We must let BBC know. We must let them know that the last thing they can do is to set a propaganda or trying to lie in this issue of Biafra. What they did in 1967 till 70, this new generation of IPOB can never allow them. We can't give them peace until they speak the truth. This is where we stand, and nothing is going to change it. They will receive the treatment of IPOB until they rewrite or they go back and speak the truth of this lie, of this propaganda they lied against us. So Mazi, thank you for picking my call. Fellow Biafrans, my name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria. I'm by the special grace of Chukwu Abiyama. I am the IPOB Austria National PRO. My beloved Jonathan, allow me to make this important announcement to remind our people about Biafran Heroes and Heroes Day, 30th of May. Please, we want to remind us all comrades here in Austria, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, that Biafran Heroes Day, 30th May is also going to take place once again, and where we are going to host it this time around is in Graz. And Graz Steiermark, all of us know where Graz is here in Austria. It's one of the states here in Austria. And please, we are begging everybody, make sure you begin now to take free, because it's going to fall on Monday. Ask your Vorarbeiter, ask your chef in your working place how important it is for you to get free on that day, because these men that died that we might have life today, we are going to honor them, and it is an obligation that every Ipobian here in Austria must make yourself for us to remember our heroes and heroines that died that we may have life. And the place, the address is Lazarus Gasse number 5. I repeat, the address is Lazarus Gasse number 5, 8020 Graz, Austria. Time is 12 noon. I repeat, time is 12 noon. We have a telephone number here you can contact. The telephone number is +43 664 4932 781. For the last time, +43 664 4932 781. As you call us, we'll direct you how to join us on that particular day. And as you come, may the Chukwuka my bless you in your house. He said, Mazi, just as you are saying this evening, this exploitation of the Europeans, they used to bamboozle our people. Now that this radio Biafra, through our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has made it possible for us to know that these people never came to us for good. Rather, they steal 1 naira and give us 5 kobo. When they see the best brain we have in Africa,
Mazi, are you still there?
brain, even if that person said no, that he want to go back to Africa, at the end of the day, when that person return home, the same Africa people will destroy the person. They won't allow him to grow. This is exactly what is happening in Nigeria. People will come here and study. They saw the system, how life is supposed to be. Immediately you return back to that country, you want to go and invest what you have learned, or you want to go and develop. Mazi, the same government will run you, they will follow you bomber to bomber until they destroy that destiny you bring back home. And these are the reason why we Biafrans said we cannot continue in this mess. We have tried since 1914 till 1967 to 70. We still trying to make Nigeria. Let's try to see how they can be able to live with this Fulani. This thing is not working. The more we try to embrace these people, the more they kill us. And any idiot who is talking about Nigeria, your own. We Biafrans, over 70 million all over the world, we have made up our mind that there's nothing. There is nothing on this earth that will make our people to stay in that animal country called Nigeria. We must leave, because we have seen what life is all about. We want to replicate exactly what we have learned here. Most of us went to school here. We study. We have seen how that's supposed to be. We know there's 24 hours electricity. We know the running water is running up. Anytime you open your tap, it doesn't matter if you're living in 54. The water will come there. You take the hot one, the cold one, and if you want to take your bath. All these things we see here, we want to replicate it in Biafra. This is the reason why we are fighting for Biafra. It's not. We have told them that oil and gas is not our problem. You can take it. Told them. Allow us to live like a normal human being. Allow the children that were born here, that at the end of the day they can be able to come back home. This is why we are fighting for Biafra. All these DK politicians understand what we are saying. Mazi, these people, these people, they will use their hand to destroy themselves. You see this 2020 election, they will know that country called Zoo is not meant for all of them. Mazi, God bless you, my brother. Thank you for taking my call. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. Remain blessed. I don't know why calls are not coming as usual. People are afraid that I will ask them whether you have called. Do you see? When it comes to practicality, that is it. kakwa mma like this. Otherwise, onye put up on our bike here. Ordinary practical something that doesn't cost anything. You see, my phones are just quiet. Chineke kwena ihe ọjọọ. Our leaders water can see and what the Biafra. I say, man, here you don't do it. Something you can do, even right from your room. Even right from your room. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Can you hear me? What is caller on signal? Can you hear me? You on A? I don't know what is happening. No. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Caller from Italy.
Yes. Mazi. Yeah. Good evening, Mazi Johnathan.
There, well, welcome to the program. Have you called BBC?
Yes, this is yes, of course. I called BBC 3 days ago.
That's it. You're a practical Biafran.
I called them on Friday.
You're a practical Biafran. Imagine that as in all prayer. Hey, you see people that come down. This is practical. That is why my phone
Yes.
Mazi, go on, please.
I spoke with them on Friday.
Go on.
I spoke with them on Friday. And when I called,
Mazi, are you using earpiece? Your voice is so far. Are you using earphone?
I am not using the earpiece. I'm talking to you directly from the phone.
Okay, go on, please. Go on. Raise your voice a bit. I don't know.
Okay. Well, you can hear me now. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I'm hearing you, but the voice is. Listen. Go on. It's fainty a bit. Go on. Let me raise the volume.
Okay.
From here.
Okay. So I spoke with them. So when I called them, first of all, the lady picked up and then she asked me. I introduced myself. I told her where I was calling from, and then she said I should hang on. So she connected me to the department that is in charge of public complaint.
Yes.
So when the man picked, I opened up and told him I was calling from Italy, and I was calling in reference to the recent news propaganda against the Biafran people. The man, for some second, the man was stunned, and then he said, "Okay, I should go ahead." So I told him I was not pleased with the propaganda that has been going on for some time now. He said, "Okay, does it mean that the news was biased?" I said, "Yes, it was totally biased. It was against the people of Biafra." And so after much, he was polite. Anyway, he was actually polite. So he told me. He told me
Mazi, you know the difference. This is a Zoom media. They will shout on you. You know who, but they are polite. Go on.
Yeah, the man was very polite. Because I called them their London office directly, UK office. So that was people I spoke with directly. So after much, the man told me that he has gotten my complaints, that he would channel my complaint to the appropriate channel that will handle the issue, and that he will make contact with BBC service in I think he said in Nigeria. I don't know. He didn't mention Nigeria, but he mentioned BBC Africa, sort of. So he gave me the assurance that he would tender my complaint to the right appropriate authority.
That's good.
So that was how I ended the conversation. But I will still call them again. I'll keep calling Monday, maybe before the end of the week.
Of course. They used to change. They used to change workers. Maybe the person that pick your call might not be the person that pick my call, but the same way. You understand? So we continue bombarding them.
Exactly. I believe even before the call went through, people have been trying. I believe people have been trying.
even in my own my own forum here in Italy, because I'm the PRO of a family unit here in Italy, Modena. So I was able to send across in our group chat. I forwarded the number of the BBC BBC office I called. I made sure that everybody in our group made that call. So today I was able to get in touch with them, ask them one-on-one. Were you able to call the BBC office? They all said yes, they called. So we are launching the campaign. We will not stop.
Of course.
Yes. So that is it. I just wanted to let you know.
There were watching cable. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you. God bless you. Okay, God bless you.
You remain blessed. We must continue. I have a caller waiting on signal. Caller on signal, can you hear me? Caller on signal, can you hear me? Yes. There, welcome to the program.
Watching okay.
My goodness me. Maybe. Oh my goodness me. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Maz, you need to call back. I don't know why your call is. Caller on direct line, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Am I coming out all right?
Yes, you are. Go on, please.
Hello, sir.
Go on.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Sir, honestly, I didn't know about this recent calling on to the BBC. Please, sir, maybe after now I'll write you a message on my WhatsApp. Please, this is what I've been dreaming for, so that I can get their number.
The whole thing, the advert is everywhere on social media, on groups, everywhere. I don't know. Even I play it on Radio Biafra. Does it mean you don't listen? It's being played every day.
So where I am, I'm somewhere in Ahoda, right inside Ahoda, where I'm doing hustling. So it's only on occasion I come out where there is network.
Okay, it's understandable.
So yes, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that, please, because in the talking about
Mazi, let me correct something there, please. Even if you call them, don't insult people.
No, I don't insult. But engage to some can you have assignment first before me to think? Mbana ma pare ha ahamu nde na pare madu the time utacha pare ha mga aju ha aju e already in translators kowaro ha before ma one enter one so wadi. So sir, this emancipation, I've realized that so many leaders in Africa and so many elites has come to this point of realizing that we need freedom, but their problem is other set of elites that they have within are having this fear of being killed or maybe not being supported. And I think it's the right time. A lot of the students from different diverse of schools in Africa come to ask themselves the question about how we can redeem ourselves from this slavery within ourselves. Because there was a time you were giving your lecture. Partially, you made us understand that we are the ones subjecting ourselves to this racism. And we have come to be a racist against ourselves so much that even those who think they are so good with their religion and so spiritually embedded, like you're saying, they don't even have this understanding to believe that there are some physical things you would do with your witty knowledge and education to emancipate yourself from every situation you are, than this they are too much praying and praying and praying. And so also has it come to my understanding that primarily, let's talk to this, even if we can get the numbers of OAU, people like OAU, what's their name again, most of these ECOWAS and all those African organizations, we write to them, call them in order, even put them on a round table discussion and question them, why is Africa having this issue within ourselves that we don't want to think about future. A big man will travel from Nigeria with a first class plane, business plane. He goes down to China, buying a toy that children in the kindergarten produce, and he come back here and he'll be answering as in Hatia. You see, all those things are making me to go mad. Nobody can think about how we can be producing our own things as China's are doing, and we gain it, and we have this domestic economic strength to survive in every situation. So these are the areas I'm looking at. If they can give us the number of all these African organizations within, we begin to talk to them, begin to encourage them. Let us understand that we have walked away from the Pan-African concept and we are going the wrong way, and that will help us. Because these people in the shoji no bodo nke anya ebe a ina nkwu ana asị ka azụ ahịa ama m ebe a na-azụ ahịa azụtakwa n'ahịa a na-azụ ihe a na-eshi ike aga n'ụlọ ụka Monday Sunday kpeche ekpere chibu ụtụtụ endomi eme increase, Dangote eme endomi increase, cement eme increase, nke eme increase, and they are not seeing it as a physical world that they need to fight economically. They are seeing it as God will come down from heaven and change it through prayer. It does not work. So I'm only saying that these are the only options I have that we can work towards and get people acknowledge that we need to emancipate ourselves. If not, the more they listen to us, they'll be feeling that leave it, then when we bring them close, they will begin to give attention and know that everybody is willing now to run away from this slavery. Thank you so much, sir. I'm bye for now.
Thank you. We start from, we count one before counting two. The BBC telephone number and tweets and all these things are out. We start from there first because they are the people that started this. We don't need to shy away from there. We move on. Caller on signal, please. Mazi, hold on. Let me take this call. It's not stable. It's calling from the zoo. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Mazi Johnathan, I can hear you. Good evening.
There we go.
Mazi Johnathan, Mr. Afon, I'm calling from the zoo. I'm calling from my location in the zoo.
There we go.
Please, the question I want to ask you, sir.
Go on.
Had you been now, you are still going to primary school, as they were asking us before, who is the founder of the zoo independent? We say is Nnamdi. They ask us when the zoo got their independence. We say 1960. When somebody asks you, I want to ask this question. Let Devil Omai and all the governors of the zoo hear this question. Who is the wisest man in Africa, in the whole black race all over the world? Who is the wisest man? The wisest man is Mazi Johnathan. Nobody. He's an incomparable person. His wiseness is beyond their understandings. That is why they are running about. Nnamdi told us what is going to happen, and it happens. He told us that with only truth, he will destroy the zoo, and he is doing it. Today, the zoo is destroyed. All our Eastern region governors, mostly this animal called himself Devil Omai, governor of Ebonyi State, the man used his own eyes to see trailers, Dangote trailers, offloading Alamajiris, animals in human skin from the north, offloading them in Eastern region here in Biafra land, and nobody talk. Only thing that they will do, that police intercepted a full load of trailer carrying people, do this and that. Later, they cannot show us where the police force the people to go back again. They will all disappear in Biafra land, circulating everywhere, hiding everywhere, sharing weapons together, killing people here and there. But what I want to tell you and tell the Biafrans and the whole listeners in this world, that when God sent Christ to come, many people ignore his message. But today, Christianity is the most populated religion in the whole world. That is how God also sent Mazi Johnathan to this world, to lead his own people to their promised land. And so God said it,
so shall it be. God word, anything word of God have no changes. No lawyer, no politician, no evil men. If they like, let them sponsor all the unknown gunmen in this world to be killing people on the name of IPOB and the security network. God knows the best. Biafra must be restored. May God bless you. Bless all the Biafrans. Bless all the people working on this radio Biafra. Bless Mazi Johnathan. Give him strength and more wisdom. He's the wisest man in Africa. That's what I call him. I was born in the year 1975. When I'm growing up, there are some songs my mother used to sing. My mother teach me how to sing. I'm a musician. When I was small, what I'm hearing from my mother, I'm weeping, I'm crying. What happened during the war? Before I know who is Nnamdi Kanu, I have sing a lot of song about what Hausas and Fulanis are doing to Igbo people. Though I sent it to Biafra platform today, during the broadcast of Mazi Johnathan. I will still send some. I have even sent some to this platform, and I'm still recording a new song for IPOB and Mazi Johnathan. You people are too much. You are God sense. Keep it on.
Send me some of the songs in this place.
I sent it there, and I will go to this WhatsApp. You see it. I sent it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Wait, I will put it. Thank you very much, Mazi Johnathan.
Remain blessed. We must continue. Caller on signal. Mazi, thank you for holding on for 10 minutes almost. Mazi, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi. Good evening from here.
There we go.
Thank you very much. Please, I will beg your indulgence. There will be a little bit noise because of where I am. There's a lot of talk passing around me about where my work.
Okay.
Mazi, my name is Nnamdi. I'm coming from Italy. Coming to BBC, I have called them also.
I had your voice one time, I think either yesterday or today on platform. You said,
okay.
I know.
Okay. I didn't call them today, but yesterday I called them, and even today I sent them email. But they couldn't reply that email. I'm asking them to clarify how source of this documentation they did about Biafra, indigenous people of Biafra, and why are they not doing any documentation about the Fulani killings and the hiding the criminality of Nigerian government, and also why are they not questioning Catherine line, why she is gallivanting all over Nigeria, and her intentions, is she the president of Nigeria? So this is what we could have done as a mouthpiece of the people and not a mouthpiece of the government, and in that nature of Nigeria of criminality. So today on the email I sent to them today, they didn't respond to me. But formally they almost respond to me. But today they haven't. Maybe tomorrow I will still call them online and say I sent you email and I need clarification about that. Mazi, you talked about exploitation today, and there's a man you play his video, it's a speech, that's a man. Well, it's part of that exploitation because this man, all his intelligence has been utilized in the America instead of to his people to make to use it for his people to grow, and he uses it in America, and the only thing he profit is to make that cash inside his pocket, build a better house in his place. Just like our people who travel home and they go to, I have a brother who lives in South Africa. He built a house, he built a hotel in Lagos, I think he has a company in Lagos, and he came to village and build church for us. Everybody happy to, but because he built church. But instead of him to build company where his brother can work, he built a church. My brother, we have what we are saying here. Any person that has sense will understand that religion, they mix it with the politics in Africa, which is supposed to be separate. Religion separate, politics separate. So, and because of that mixture of that religion and politics, makes our people to be foolish. Where somebody will praying how to put a good government, and without understanding that those people he's praying for are the people giving offering in the church for the Reverend Father to recognize them, and they still exploit them to vote for them, and tomorrow they came back, the same God you are praying to give you, and the person you are asking God to remove for you is at your present there, and he can't do anything. My dear brother, what you are talking about, the exploitation, is a very big it is because of ignorance. And what is that ignorance is only when you clap for governor because he did road with the money, with your own money, your public fund. You go and clap for him, His Excellency. Chairman
his own money.
That is the point. He's supposed to thank me voting him in to earn a big money to do that job because he earning excess salary with allowances around him to do that job. He's supposed to thank us, not we thanking him. He's supposed to be grateful for us to vote him in, to take him, give him that position of job. He knows what to do, and he knows the problem of that job, and he knows how to do it. He requested to do that job, and we voted him in. Then tomorrow I'll come and clap for him. People clap for them because they are ignorant. That is why they exploit them, and that is the major thing that I see in Nigeria as a very big problem in Africa, even in Biafra land, that they don't teach people the social political system in the school, even the environment,
as you said, yes. Ignorance is the biggest disease.
Yes.
In the zoo, in our land, people think that maybe once somebody enters into an elected office, it's an honor. It's an honor. It's a place whereby just go and receive nausea na command. You understand? They don't know that. That is why I always say this: that this so-called electioneering democracy, they force us or the force Africans to be. People are not matured enough. They never reach that.
We are never reached that level.
Yes.
That is true.
So they are pushing, just like as I said, a baby that never even know how to walk. You start doing driving license for him. Are you not great? They will say you understand to drive, but you don't know how to walk. This is what they are putting on. How can you tell a headsman, okay, go and vote? It's democracy. Does he understand what you're saying? What about our people that are ignorant in places, in cities, they don't know. They don't understand what real democracy is all about. That any person in office is working, is accountable to us. My brother,
that is true. Mazi, do you know why anybody can, people that live in Europe can testify to this. When you see our people that come from Africa to Europe here, where we are, you see the way he behaves. You see that ignorance and the uncivilized inside him. But the time that person will spend up to 3, 4, 5 years, we still see himself, he start begin to mature gradually. So this has to do with that democracy we are talking about. We are not even up to be mature to talk about democracy. In Africa entirely, there's supposed to be military rulership so that you force people to be civilized. And before then you talk about democracy. For now, only democracy they know is to vote after 4 years. That's the only thing they know. And anything concerning democracy, the right of democracy, even those in the government does not know it. Look at these people campaigning all around now. When one person come out and talk, like the people candidating for presidency now, people will come and talk, asking questions, what he will say, what he will do to make Nigeria better. When he say, and the wicked came up and said, no, it's not because of somebody, don't mind anybody to do this or do that. He's not the person to do that job. It's only to put somebody who is educated, who knows the job to do the job, and the only thing that you make sure that we do the job very well. But the people say, hey, they begin to clap for him. That's why you see that ignorance. My dear brother, if you know, as you are on the radio now, when somebody put in to fix that radio where you are talking now, and you know about the radio very well, when the person did it wrong, you will know that this thing he didn't do it very well, he is wrong. But if you don't know when the person did it wrong, even how he did it, you will accept it. And that is exactly what Wike said. We are talking about that you will put somebody, you have to know the job and how the job is supposed to be done. And when you put somebody, you make sure that that person do it correctly. And if you don't know the job, how do you know that this person did it wrong? So that is and the people are clapping to him because of ignorance. Ignorance is too much, a very big disease in Africa, and it is, I don't know how to clear it. When you are this our brother spoke last now, when you talk of something, they talk about hunger, or they talk of let me eat first, let me do this first. It's a very big disease, but we try to continue to educate our people. We can be able to cure at least 10%. and we'll be able to manage them. Thank you, Mazi, and we will continue our project. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
And you too. Thank you very much, my brother. Honestly speaking, we are still far. Honestly, we are still far. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Can you hear me, please?
Hey, Mazi, I can hear you. Good evening, sir.
There, were you sleeping? Go on.
No, I'm not sleeping. Sorry. Good evening, great Biafrans all over the world. My name is Mazi Johnathan. I'm from Ohajibuma.
Before you continue, have you called BBC?
Mazi, we are bombarding them on Twitter.
Okay. If you call, also it will be an added bonus. It will be better.
Yeah. Yes. Tomorrow I must make sure I come. But on Twitter we are bombarding them steadily.
Go on.
Yes. Once again, good evening, great Biafrans all over the world. My name remains Mazi Wisdom. I'm from Ohajibuma. Ohajibuma is in Imo Province, Biafra land. I'm calling from my location this night. Mazi, I'm here to make some comment. I want to advise our people in Ebema. Number one, the first comment is about Devil Mind, saying that IPOB mean nothing good for Igbos. I want to ask Devil Mind, is it Nigeria that mean good for us? And Fulani terrorists are killing our people in Ebonyi State almost every blessed week. Every day they are killing our people. The ESA came and stopped it. But the IPOB came since Fulani herdsmen killing our people in Ebonyi State. IPOB did not mean well for people of Igbos, but IPOB have done that. The way Fulani herdsmen are cleaning the north in the west are not the way they are cleaning in Biafra, even though they are using those in the military to go to villages and go and kill. But it's not like before. IPOB have done a lot. Mazi Kanu have done a lot for the Igbos, and we the Igbos are the people that will say if IPOB have done well for us or not. It's not them that are in politics looting our money every 4 years. They will go and loot our money that will come out to tell us if IPOB are doing well or not. If you go and ask an average Igbo man, they will tell you yes that IPOB mean well to them, which I am one of them. IPOB mean well to me. Number one, the way I'm reasoning today is IPOB that make me reasoning straight. I'm no longer reasoning like them that are reasoning from annuals, even though that they claim that they are intellectual and others, but they cannot reason well. So we IPOB we mean well, which the Igbos, we know, the Biafrans at general, we know that IPOB mean well for everybody, and we are fighting for we to be free. If the intellectuals, if they will mean well for us, if the politicians mean well, why that we don't have international airport? Why that our seaports are not working? Why is that there is no presence of Nigerian government in the whole of Biafra land, but they mean well for us and IPOB do not mean well? But the thing is that we know the truth. Average Igbo man, average Biafra man know the truth that IPOB are fighting for the good of every Igbo man and Biafra at large. So devil mind, they cannot deceive us. It's not we are not like the zoologists that they can deceive with their political ways. It's not we IPOB. We are reasoning straight. Then another thing, Mazi, I want to tell our people in Ebema. I saw a news that Nelson Nike, the Hitler in Rivers State or in Igbocha, is bribing some of our elders for them to join Rivers State. Let me educate them this night. Joining Rivers State is not the solution. If you doubt me, go to Obigbo. I was at Obigbo before I came where I am right now. There is nothing working in Obigbo. Obigbo is closer to Port Harcourt. Obigbo is from Obigbo to Port Harcourt is not up to 30 minutes. But go to Obigbo. Obigbo is one of the worst local government they have in Port Harcourt. At least those that are close to the capital. So them in Edema joining Rivers State is not the solution. The solution is only Biafra. Biafra is the only solution we have. Division of that zoological republic, that animal kingdom, that nothing is working, is the only solution that will guarantee us for we to have access to to our oil, because the reason why that Hitler Wike is coming to Ebema Imo State is because of oil in Ebema Imo State. But them dragging Ebema Imo State because of oil to say Igbos don't have oil. What about Oguta? Oguta is very, very far from Ebema. So we then say Oguta we also join Rivers State. So all the elders, all the men in Ebema Imo State, I want to argue there is no solution. Don't join them. If you go to other Ebema in Rivers State, go and check their youth. Their youth are still unemployed. They do not employ them. Go and check how the communities are. There is no oil cleaning. They go and check their rivers is full of oil. They never clean any. What about Ogori land? Ogori is in Ebema. Ogori is in Igbo. But go and check Ogori land. The oil spillage have covered all their water that they cannot even get any fish to eat. So I want to urge all the elders, please don't hearken to Wike's voice. That man is evil. If you go, he will kill you. Let's stick and fight and make sure we restore Biafra. Let's support our leader, Mazi Johnathan, because he is the only savior we have in this 21st century. Let's support him. Let's give him support, and very soon Biafra will be restored. Mazi, thank you for picking my call.
Thank you. Remain blessed. Caller on Signal. Thank you for holding on. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal. Welcome to the program. Caller on Signal. Are you there? This is the third time. Welcome to the program.
Mazi, Afambo Chinedu.
Yeah, of course.
I'm above from the zone.
Okay, that is the trademark. That's it.
The heart of evil. Mazi, ihe gbasara tweeting and calling the BBC. I'm retweet ihe niile from Chinasa Waru.
That's good.
And talking. And so many other
It's understandable. Don't worry.
So
April BBC from there, they will take your number direct and give to
immediately. Yes.
Sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So before Jeffrey Yenji, Emma asked a cook and a half for regular zomas. So wherever she bido actually at least in this platform which is abasa near basara means in also again wiki na access the Radio Biafra, especially from you, because Zura on him network was zero, and most people in the
especially
Biafra on outside the Biafra land, like Abuja, Lagos, Radio Biafra, na ordinary radio. People the sequence and the means he got through radio now they had, and they got through Facebook and he would accept me with a link to other Biafra that will post it and all that observe from so this means and other means which is in YouTube and other families and stream live to come to the for community radio Biafra, YouTube channels, all those platforms, because we have to carry people along just as we have been doing. We have been carrying every millions along, and every Biafran, every freedom minded human beings now with us, and they are listening to us. But Zoo with this Twitter band, Facebook, like my Facebook now, Facebook run for almost 20 years or so, close to 20 years. And Mama to this she is through Facebook.
as a block or some now with every of information to with the child in short busy na as in na sell the DSS, which I overlooked, but because another Facebook. But through that Facebook, I keep sharing, and keep every of my linkage that will link me to anybody. But I keep sharing. So actually, because Facebook, na phone or everybody or bono, one after I tag, I share. After I tag one this and I'll be following channels. This our brother not talking. And even you when you're linked to Twitter and Facebook. So I'm like we can make all the to public because we have to follow each other all the time. Then secondly, Basara our restoration. In my time when you go biblically, when the Moses Gakuru Pharaoh, or Gakuru Pharaoh, each time Gakuru Pharaoh got put on the Timon Tofa labor of the Israelites. All these things you see happening. All wow. Live to Kenya. Etere Biafra, I believe already. So I like it. When the buyer Hotago, even more no women never after go manchara. I got from near Basara Biafra. I got caught she not, and they got to issue not our autogodia. So Manchara, I'm fighting for myself, I'm fighting for my children, I'm fighting for every woman, I'm fighting for Biafra because restoring without my I would have died in Sahara Desert. I worked for 2 weeks.
Really?
This thing I work within my within my 20s as a boy growing up. No means nothing. It's not that I'm not in a country, or not that I'm not strong, not that I'm not educated, not that I'm not capable of doing so many things. But where do you see those things to do? So most of us have to go how we are scavenging and dying. In my front, I saw 100 and something Nigerians more on a Sahara Desert. Listen, I come there, I saw their scars and the rest of it. Even I walked through the mountains and the Hogan. I drank from a pit where there is dead body. All kind of million for hours. So how can you now tell me to come not to follow Mazi Johnathan? How can you come and tell me not to, support Biafra? How can you now come and tell me that in my own prayers, which have been answered by Mazi Johnathan coming to bring about the things I've had in mind since I've been going? I'm nobody out for more. I'm nobody out for any of us. There is an ideology to conquer us and to run us over. So, and if I discuss all of these things with my friends, with people that that is concerned, we always say that it is only God that will bring somebody. Mazi Johnathan luckily is in my front. I'm ready. It takes.
Of course.
Wow.
Of course.
God bless you. I'm Mazi Johnathan Chinedu. After you could today. Ihe as in Basaraje, Chineke gave me 3 times. This knowledge, in Yaba, I said, in short, in a little, the kind of knowledge I is priceless. That you make a layman like us to confront any kind of, even the devil will talk to you in the language you hear, because we are with Ozoku and
of course.
We are here. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Oh, I'm sorry, I just caught the wrong person. My goodness me. I caught the wrong person. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. I just caught you thinking that it's you that has finished speaking. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program, Mazi. Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah. Yes, my big brother Mazi Johnathan.
There, well, welcome.
My name is Mazi. I thank so much for the question you are asking. Have you called BBC? Mazi, these people, they have picked the race they cannot finish. Once you call this their line, you know what they will do, Once they pick, they connect you to the people that will speak with you.
Yes.
Once you mention my name, I'm calling. Do you know what they will do? They will just they will know that it's a Biafran issue. They will just they will say yes. They will first time they will try to quote you because they are, for my own thinking, it's like they have received much call. So they will say yes. You say please, I want to speak with you. So when you start saying everything about their evil plan, how they are propagating false news, you know what the person will tell you. I give them credit on that. They will listen to you. Once you persist them, you want to speak, they will tell you okay, we had you, we'll pass the information to the appropriate channel. So Mazi, and again, do you know immediately we start this media war, Mazi, they turn their Facebook off for the first day. So Mazi, to cut everything long and short, this struggle we are winning. This is not 1967, 1970. Mazi, I thank you people again. You understand? All these things we are doing, this is shows that victory is assured. And I want to thank all the IPOB Biafran broadcasters, Mazi Johnathan, Alozie. You people are doing great work. And I want to thank my great people in India, especially their national coordinator, Mazi Okechukwu, Mazi Humphrey, Mumbai coordinator, and other principal members. I greet them. Mazi will continue bombarding them. Even if I want to give this advice to all Biafrans, even if you have called before, continue calling, because this is a media war. You understand? So Mazi, I thank you so much. I appreciate your effort. Victory is assured. Tomorrow I will still call them again and give you latest update on that. We are winning them. You can see a man. You can see what they request that IPOB and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is working Liverpool match. Mazi, can't you can see that this shows that they are running. Thank you. So it's just for them to cover that their useless information. So people will see, yes, these people, they are in good stead. You understand? But they can't deceive us again. Mazi, victory is assured. We are winning.
Yeah.
All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. Thank you, my comrade. Remain blessed. We must continue. I think we are inching closer towards the end of this program, honestly speaking. This media warfare, we must continue. This is not the time we keep mute. No. Once, our leader, there was during the time our leader used to, sometimes he can say tweet. Everybody tweet. Have you forgotten? Is it tweet Tuesday? And everybody. That is how formidable IPOB is. I will pick this last caller. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi.
There were, welcome.
Good evening, sir.
There were.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Today's program is very fantastic. By the way, my name is Shirebe. I'm calling from Benin Republic.
There were. Welcome to the
program. Based on today's topic, you see, remember I told you last time that I was one of the political talks. I work at the political talks locally before I was at the point of state level before I resigned. So these people, they are the sponsor of all the cultism in Igbo land. They will use them. That's why you see in Nigeria now, I will tell you, in Igbo land, every capo in occultism, they are the people that they are the local government chairman in every local government chairman. I was example from my state, Enugu State. All those occultism, there's no more election for local government chairman in Nigeria. They will appoint people. They will appoint their councillors. That depends how much you struggle, how you have capacity in the court.
That's why those people that are fighting and claiming that are non-government, they are all cultists. If you feel stubborn, if you are a member of Tutu, if you feel stubborn, they use black ass capo to kill you. So that's how things work in Nigeria. That place is not, you don't know. I pity for our youth. I pity them. They use them, they dub them. I know one guy that killed his brother because of Chimaroke. That was time of Chimaroke and Onwa from Enugu State, from Enugu State. So all these things that are happening, I tell you, we start facing all these politicians one after the other. If not, this security will be increasing. Because you know, after the NSAS now, there's many occultist people that were arrested for prosecution. And after the NSAS, they were released. Maybe some politicians that they want to release them. And they are using them now for this operation now. These people that do this, they may be condemned criminals that was in SAS custody. Most of them. That's the people they are using. So about everything, I don't know how to say it, but it's better that our intelligence is to focus on these people and know how to fish them out. They are our brothers, they are there, and we know them. People that come before have and know them. And the sponsor is the politicians. You know, the last time they said they beheaded one house member in Anambra State. That is a occultic problem. That is a problem of court. It's not that kidnapping is not for ransom. There's a payback time. Maybe he did forget his promise. That's how did they do it. So that's all I can say about constitution for today. But let's focus on our politicians. They are the main cause of everything. Because I was there. I don't know how it happened.
The demons we are seeing, of course, they are.
Let me tell you what, you know, these people, they keep people for sacrifice in that government house. They keep people for sacrifice. I'm not telling you that what I saw, they keep people for sacrifices. They are more than vampires. They bath in human blood. They do their covenant with a virgin life. I don't want to go into deep. I will bust my brain.
They are. You know, when people are. That's why when people are praying, oh, who is holding my destiny? I laugh. The people holding your destiny are these politicians. They are vampires. They are more than demons. Honestly. Thank you. Thank you.
You know one thing. I don't know why some private fathers and the pastors pray for them. For what? You know, the person is an occultic man who have said his soul.
Mazi, all of them.
And you go and pray for him.
All of both the person you call clerical, all of them are the same. Mazi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I haven't heard it.
There. I have a caller, last caller on Signal. Mazi, welcome to the program. You'll be the last caller, please.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother.
Good evening
to you and good evening.
You have called.
Okay, let's start from there, my brother. I've called every day.
Very good. That's it.
Since it started, and I'm advising our people, it's not a one-day job. You call every day, you tweet every day until the program finishes, until the program ends, so they will get it. And the lady I got today gave me what do you call it? An email address. She says it is have your say at bbc.co.uk. And then I had the one they gave you. I will equally mail them the one they gave you because it is for all of us. So
say your own is what? Have your say at BBC.
Have your say. Yeah, have your say at bbc.co.uk.
Okay.
Yes.
They gave me at BBC. At bbc.co.uk/compacts/complaint. That's
complaint. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. It's good. Very good. So please let me
me do this little announcement before I comment. Yes. The indigenous people of Biafra, let me say my name, please. My name is Ifan Chukwumada Abuchi. I'm calling from the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The indigenous people of Biafra in the Netherlands, IPOB, invite you to our ESN support program, and it will happen on the 18th of June 2022. Time is 3 p.m. Starting time is 3 p.m. Venue is Egoli number 9. Egoli number 9. Postcode is 1103 AC Amsterdam. 1103 Alpha Charlie Amsterdam. The numbers to call are 316 850 438 02. The next number is 3161 666 3830. And please come on for this fundraising for ESN. That is the least we can do to support the guardians of our homeland. And please don't forget our Heroes and Heroines Day on Monday 30th of May. It is also in Egoli. It starts also at 3 p.m. You can equally call the contacts I've called for directions. Bring your tradition, wear your traditional wears, Ishiago and Ishiodomo and so forth. Thank you, my brother. So I want to send a message to, you treated like how to, stop exploitation or something like that. But I have to send a message to this Devil Omahi or any government in Biafra land that thinks that he is his name is all of you. Namoha. Nobody is Namoha. We are going to do referendum, and Devil Omahi will know that he has only one vote, like every other person. So he should eat his money with the Fulani gave him by his governorship. We don't begrudge him, but he must not tell us who is in Biafra or not. Biafrans will decide. And send to all of them in. All of them in Biafra land. So what I'm saying is that how we will escape this exploitation is by getting our own homeland, Biafra, and put people who have Biafran national interests at heart, and then they will do policies that are for the benefit of Biafrans. And not, look, my brother, you said $3 trillion leave developing countries. Now you know why those so developed countries don't want you to have your independence. Because if you do, you block the illegal capital flight. Of course, somebody has business in our place. If he makes gain, he is allowed to fight in the legal way. But what we must stop in Biafra, and these people, leeches and scavengers know it, is the illegal capital flight. So Biafrans, nobody, no one but ourselves will save our land and our people. And we're not looking for Europe or America. Only ourselves and our first mortality Thank you, my brother. Good night.
There, well, thank you. Thank you. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, please. I shouldn't pick your call, but I give you 2 minutes, please. Caller. Oh, hey, Biafra. There, well, Mazi, you have 2 minutes, please.
Mazi, my name is Casey Rosaribo. We're calling from Morocco. Mazi Johnathan. I never called the BBC.
Why?
But I will call because it's what.
Why?
It's what made me to be alive today. It's more. It's more that I will call because they always, even though they are YouTube videos, they always get me here. This is a corruption. You see, my brother, every Igbo politician, including that any politician that work up in that Biafra to make all to talk against IPOB, slap him. Only the local they make that person. These people, they have no shame of themselves. The wicked set of human being in the air. I'm telling you, this politician in the Eastern region, if not IPOB, man, imagine if we are 25% in Nigeria, you will not up to 25%. Really? It's 1960 to today. These Igbo people have the right to come out and let these people come to tell us. Are they all ashamed of themselves? Are they all ashamed of themselves? I'm telling you, them can be daily 10% of Fulani. Now they take you all over the whole West Africa and they're all Fulani. Because of that, I never in life think that Nigeria will be better when by 10% will be ruling 90% is unfair.
As Fulani, they are not up to 3%. Please, for records.
My dear brother, this is okay now. You see where we are going to
5%.
Okay, you see, this is the way we are going to bomb out this in Western world, the Europeans, especially that British BBC. In a democracy, there is no way that such a thing that happened in Nigeria. If BBC and British High Commission like Katrina is not involved of the killing that's going on in Nigeria, because they believe how it's unfair. It's unfair what is going on. But the only way we must give them hard those that are living at home. When
thank you, Mazi. Thank you. They will try to call direct. Try to call BBC. Let us start from there. Because when it comes to practical, it's not easy. You know, when we don't know. But in practical, even what we can do easily, for you to know that doing it's not easy. That is why they say that to know is good, but to do is God. Thank you for listening today, because this is where I'm going to switch off my phones. Please do not call again. We must continue in this media warfare. We must continue against BBC. They have drawn the line. They are now attacking IPOB direct. They are no more hiding. They come out, and our leader prophesied about it. He said it, that the time will come, Britain will come out directly. BBC will come direct to face us. The time is now. So it is for us now to continue in what we know how to do best. They called us, they said they suppose so-called IPOB media warriors. We will show them that we are not so-called. This is who we are. You know, I talked about getting out of exploitation. You know, and the main ingredients that leads to exploitation is ignorance and greed. Do you understand? The ignorance. Somebody like You know, when we hear people always lament about 1999 constitution, yes, it's true. It's just a write-up by Abdulsalami Abubakar, the caliphate. But what what led to that? That is, the problem we have is that we don't go to the grassroots. What led to that? That is the thing. What the grassroots cause of the problem? Somebody like Obasanjo, he's still alive. Gowon is still alive. These are people out of ignorance. They supported the caliphate. Why? Because they were ignorant. They thought that they were saving Nigeria. They thought that Nigeria is a place that we should be. They were saving Nigeria, not knowing that, not being able to read the handwriting on the wall. That is ignorance. Today, Gowon Awurugo Ngwene, lizard, open mouth, he cannot talk. He starts shaking head because his own hometown is under plunder by the Fulani. Those that I said the caliphates, they are very shrewd in politics. They must present to you something. You think they will take illusion, be putting in your face, and you will be following that illusion, not knowing that you are, there is something at the back of what they present to you. They present to you one Nigeria, go on now, what fighting against one Nigeria, we do police work, this and that, police action against Biafrans. Now, not knowing that he is doing the bidding of the caliphate. What led to the 1990? What made them able to write a constitution? What led it to them? What led to that situation? It started right from time when Odumegwu Ojukwu, late General Odumegwu Ojukwu, went to Aburi and said, look, the way to get out of this situation in Nigeria is regionalism, pure federalism. And they said they accepted, and when they went back, they backfired through the advice of Britain, through the Benin king that time. So he was ignorant. That is the thing. That is what led to the situation that led to 1999 constitution, which everybody is blaming. Oh, this and that. What led to that 1999 constitution? People were afraid to discuss about it. What about the Aburi Accord? Do you see how Nigerians are? They are not honest. I'm telling you, the most dishonest set of people. So, when exposing yourself to wisdom, that is what we do here. We push out wisdom so that a warrior, you magnet it if you want, because it's willful, it's not by force. What we dish out here is wisdom. Now you take it if you want. If you don't want, you jettison it and continue in your ignorance. Do you understand? Because ignorance is the highest disease. The highest disease. When people that don't even know what is democracy, they just put them that, oh, democracy is just electioneering every 4 years, you election, and you think that all things will be okay. No follow-up in the educational curriculum. No follow-up, nothing. Nigerian educational system is gone. It's rubbish. Complete rubbish. Honestly speaking. Nothing. History is no more there. Nothing. Are they paying teachers even at all? You go to teachers now because primary school. The purpose here now able teachers egusi. And you think that is a country? Getting out of exploitation. It takes more than what you think. For the Europeans to get out of ignorance, it wasn't easy. The blood was shed. It was like what is happening in our land today. They say, oh, you want Biafra? Okay. The forces, the politicians in our land, they start sponsoring all the mayhems in our land. burning, killing and burning of houses, so that people will turn against IPOB. That is the reality of what is happening, but we know. Do you understand me? They say, okay, you are talking about Biafra, okay, we will corrupt it and confuse people. And that is what we are doing. But thank God that many of our people understand the game. And we continue enlightening our people, because enlightenment is the hardest thing. Getting wisdom. Wisdom is not easy. Be removing yourself from ignorance, because what you don't know is more than you. Ordinary information, what you don't know is more than you. That is what wisdom is. Ignorance, once you are ignorant, you are vulnerable. I'm telling you honestly. What you be saying, listening to us, because you don't know, and you cannot use your common sense because you don't have any. So you continue basing on why not go down and think about, analyze the data in your brain if you have any. So how do you think you can get out of exploitation? Ask Gowon. He was exploited, and today he's suffering it. He can talk. He's wealthy. He has oil wells everywhere, but he's a sad man, because I know in the heart of his heart he's regretting for the role he played in the 1960s against Biafra. He's regretting it. Danjuma, the same thing. People that killed the Biafrans, thinking that with the zeal that they are doing something for Nigeria, not knowing that they are being exploited. Now they are understanding, but very late. That is why Danjuma will say, defend yourself. They collude. Why didn't BBC go and interview Gowon and Danjuma? Oh, they collude. Defend yourself. Otherwise, if you don't defend, if you hope Nigerian military to defend you, they will kill you. They will take you one by one. A comment like that from a personality like Danjuma, BBC didn't go to investigate directly and ask him, what do you mean by this? No. All they do is to come and fabricate lies against IPOB. Here we are not going anywhere. This generation, our leaders say we will wear them out. We are friction. There's a way, like Nigerian teachers, they're very noble profession, but in Nigeria is a mockery. People get the shoe, one shoe, or now cross until one bend the shoe will start making noise. If you can talk, if you step it on the ground, leave me. That is the way, friction. We will wear them out the way shoe soles are being worn out. That is it. We are here, we go nowhere. It doesn't matter what they throw at us. They throw shit at us, we take it, we continue, we throw back. Anything they throw at us, highest thing, they have been killing us. The highest thing you can do to people is killing. They have killing. We are now immune to death. Immune. Death doesn't scare us any longer. I'm telling you honestly. It doesn't scare us any longer. So what else can you do? It's all causing all this disharmony and the confusion, so that people will start talking against IPOB, but the people know the truth. People know the truth. All these things they are doing, after they parade the people, these are ESN, we capture them, we kill them. These are rubbish. They are writing, their program. We know it already. It will come, because they see the restoration of Biafra as removing their mouths from the breasts, winning. That is what they see. So they have to fight. The old serpents, they have to fight. It doesn't have to be easy. We know. Thank you for listening. Tomorrow is another day. Remember, tomorrow our HOD Mazi Johnathan will be addressing Biafrans by 7 p.m. Biafra time. Please don't miss the program. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, Biafra is our religion. Biafra is who we are. Biafra is our ideology. If you have any other thing more than Biafra apart from Biafra, please, it doesn't matter whether it's your church or your tradition or your Biafra is all. It's our church, it's our tradition, it's our ideology. Therefore, do not allow yourself to be deceived. Here we cure ignorance by making you use your common sense. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu. From here, it is simply good evening.